everyone, this is Tamara Rubin. Good afternoon. I'm Lead Safe Mama, leadsafemama.com, Lead Safe Mama on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. I mostly just am on Facebook though. And the best place to get information, as a recap to what I'm doing, hi Lindsay, is to go to my website, leadsafemama.com. I'd started doing these morning videos and then I just lost track and wasn't able to do things because everyone got sick and had to go to the hospital, and the last couple of weeks have been a little bit crazy. So I just want to check in and say hi. And if you see all these boxes piling up behind me, I'm drowning in boxes of things that have been sent to me. Today I got some cool things in the mail. I don't know who sent them to me. Let me see. Maybe there's a note. I can't even read the note. Okay, well. So it's a new thing of honey sticks. So I have these on the blog. I think this might have more colors or different colors than the one I tested that had cadmium in some of the colors. So I'll be testing those and reporting on those eventually. And then someone sent me these. I hadn't seen these before, but that'll be cool to find out if endangered species crayons have toxic chemicals or not. What we've been finding in these children's crayons that are made of beeswax, it's supposed to be natural and organic and all that stuff, is that even in spite of all those wonderful benefits, the reds and oranges and colors that might use red or orange, like brown, and some of the yellows, might have cadmium. So it's at trace levels for crayons, but it's not at trace levels for foods, and children eat crayons, which is my big reason why we don't use crayons in this house. It's kind of funny because now I'm like drowning in crayons that people have sent me to test, but after I'm done testing them, I'm probably just going to throw them out. Or if they test positive for lead or cadmium, I end up putting them in the storage for my museum, because I want I hold on to these things, because if I don't hold on to them and then a company comes after me to sue me, that I don't have the evidence. So I have a whole storage full of crap I've held on to that as evidence. Anyway, so this is another one that came. Brilliant Bee crayons, bright colors, ergonomic, great for little hands. I haven't tested these before. And that says triangular, so they'll be easier to test. I'm trying to see what else it says. Anyway, so beeswax, added beeswax. I don't know if that means they're all beeswax. It's added beeswax, so that's interesting. Anyway, so we'll see how those test eventually. I have some of the other ones that y'all have mentioned, so stay tuned for that. I don't have anything specific to say. I just wanted to check in and tell you guys that I'm going to focus on getting as much testing done and reported on my blog. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. How much lead does she have? She's been hanging around for about a year here, maybe not that long, and she has a name and a certificate of authenticity. It's the Cathay collection. I don't know if this is a popular doll or not, but when I see a doll like this, especially if it's vintage, but then this is not, I don't know how old this is, but it looks like it's never been used. There's often lead in the lips and in the eyeballs and the painted eyebrows, but the older it is, there's also lead in the clothing. I don't expect with the way this clothing is made of that this will be positive for lead, but I often find lead in the little patent leather boots, or little the kid glove type style handmade boots, and in the dresses. I find cadmium, I found mercury, I found all those things in these vintage dolls, which is sad because I know when you go to grandma's house, the kids want to play with the old dolls. That's what I used to love doing when I was little, and I play with my mom's dolls at my grandma's house, and I have some of those dolls actually. I ended up buying some, and they're on the blog. I'll put those up. They're dolls from the 1940s, and again, most of them have lead, so I'll post some of those soon too. Okay, I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions? We just shared today about the t-shirts, the Let's Save Mama t-shirts, and I also have decided to stop accepting boxes because I can't do it anymore. There's just too many things I have to test, and I'm too far behind, and I just can't keep up with all the requests as much as I want to. So I am open to accept contributions towards testing a box through December 31st, and then after that, I'm going to take down those pages and not do any box or single item testing unless someone has a really rare thing that I really want on the blog. But in general, I'm not going to be accepting boxes. Sorry. Maybe next year in 2021, when my business is doing so well that I have a full-time assistant to help me with all of that, I can start doing that again. My dream is to have a retail store where people can walk in and get their stuff tested, or they can come in with a whole suitcase of stuff, or they can schedule stuff, or they can send stuff in, and I have like a team of moms that are certified in using the XRF technology, all doing the XRF testing and reporting stuff on the blog. This is my dream. I don't know that that's going to happen, but it would be fun to have like a real location where people could come and get their stuff tested for either free or inexpensive. Or I was actually thinking, there's a blog post about this, about paying people. So you would bring your dish to me, I don't know what I've got here. You'd bring your vintage dish if it has lead. Then I would pay you money to throw it in a big pile of leaded dishes. I still haven't reported on this one. That's how far behind I am. I expected to report this recently. Oh, and then for Hanukkah. So I got some Hanukkah posts up, and I'm really excited. Oops, reaching down to another box. A company sent me these. I'm pretty sure they're lead-free. We're going to find out soon. But I said, hey, they said, do you want some? And I said, well, I've got 4 boys. I've got 3 boys at home. I'd love to have 3 sets of them. So they sent me 3 sets from Canada. So I'm excited and this is the first time Charlie's heard about it. So this is your Hanukkah present, Charlie. Oh. No, not now. People can't hear him. He just said, I thought it was a cotton candy machine. Anyway, so these are pretty cool. We've gotten ones like this before at the Science Museum years ago. So you can't see because of the glare. There we go. It's a wooden block system with these hard plastic. I don't see any components that would likely be leaded. And the fun thing about them is that they interconnect with different models. So you can play with multiple cars and make your own cars, kind of like Legos, but with bigger pieces and made of wood. So I think it's, in general, a really cool idea, and I'm hoping that they're lead-free. I'm pretty sure they are because I've tested similar ones from a different brand, or maybe it was that brand but with different packaging a while ago. It's getting hot in here. Anyway, okay, so nice to see you all, and I will try and check back every day over Christmas break if I wake up before my children. Which may or may not happen because I end up staying up until 2 or 3 in the morning working. If you have any questions, please go to letsafemama.com, tamararubin.com. Also, if you haven't seen the film yet, please watch the film. And the most frustrating thing happened, and that is people are like, wow, I watched the film, but I feel like, I don't know what to do now. I'm like, that's because you didn't watch the whole film. The film is done as an opus, as a whole piece to be seen together, and the solutions and the bigger policy stuff is all towards the end, as with most documentary feature films that are 90 minutes long. So if you haven't watched the whole film, you can't say you watched the film because you've missed the most important part. And I know from watching the stats that only a small portion of the people who watched the film have actually watched it all the way to the end, to the very, very end. So I encourage you to do that. I would really appreciate that. And do share it with your friends. Share it in all your mama groups too, because that's what's going to make a big difference. We just passed over 5,000 views today, and with the holiday weekend and Christmas break and everything, I'm really hoping to beat 10,000 views by Monday. I think the more views that we have of the film, the more likely we are to get a distribution partner to help me finish the film. It will not be traditional because by sharing the film on YouTube, we basically shot ourselves in the foot, possibly, depending on people's perspective. But that makes it so they could argue that we don't qualify for festivals and we don't qualify for the Oscars and we don't qualify for all these things because we shared the film on YouTube. And I just felt it was so important to get it out there that I was willing at this point, 3 years, almost 4 years down the line, to take that risk just to get the information out there. I mean, I let go of the dream that it would have full distribution. But if this means that we can get it finished and release it on YouTube or wherever else we end up releasing it, that's great. Whatever's good, if that helps families. All right, thanks for being here. And tamararubin.com, letsafemama.com. Check out the recent posts on the blog. I'll be posting a lot more in the next day or 2 or 3, trying to get all this stuff done that I have behind me. And I will talk to you later. Have a good holiday.